Okay, we're here doing the player ratings after our loss tonight to Chicago Fire, 1-0. Thanks for tuning into BIGTV. Drop a like and subscribe, appreciate all that stuff. But we're just going to go into these ratings. A disappointing night. Check out my match reaction on Shorts, on TikTok, all those places. Rachel's going to do it with me. We were a little bit disappointed on the stream, on TikTok, and yeah, just more disappointment, basically, is the name of the game today. So not going to be good ratings, I don't think. We just weren't at the races when we should have been playing fast. We were playing slow. Players' touches were all over the place. I don't know if the team selection was really right in the end. The way that the players played just didn't really... It's just not what we've come to expect from Nashville SC. So, yeah, there we go. All right, do you want to start with Brian Schrecke?
Sure. So he got Nashville's man of the match, which I can kind of understand, if I'm being honest.
It says a lot, though, when the fans vote the goalkeeper as the only man that could possibly
play well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says a lot about how Nashville as a team played today. Yes, he let a goal in very early, but I don't think that was necessarily his mistake. I think that just in general, he did make some good saves. He saved the defence's line a lot.
Sure.
I think. So we're just going to go with a 7. Actually, we're going to go with a 6. He was fine.
Distribution wasn't great today.
Yeah.
There were some passes that he played in the wrong place. I think he controlled the tempo right, but it slowed down the right times and sped up when we needed to.
Yeah.
But passes that he would make in games before the international break went astray. A lot of long passes to Sam weren't very good. That's what it is. Bad game for everyone, really. Andy Nahar, I'm going to give him a 4. Touches were poor today. Really poor. He nearly gave them another opportunity in the first half. Just gave them chances that we didn't even need to give them.
Yeah.
Just excitement, opportunities. They think, we can get something out of this game. And that's not how we've been playing. Yeah. So he gets a 4. Poor in that regard. Some good balls in later, to be fair. He does improve as the game goes on. But honestly, the first half performance was really poor and just looked like he was asleep. So unimpressed. Palacios?
I think I'll give him a 7. In all honesty, maybe it's a little high, but actually the opportunities that Nashville had, especially at the end of the game, came because he gave them. I appreciate that there were some better crosses right at the end, but Palacios got his head on them. He was getting in those areas, and I think that that's somewhere that maybe the midfield as an attacker should have been, not a defender. He made some mistakes at the back, but I think he did all right.
Fine.
Yeah.
7?
Yeah.
Sounds a bit high to me, but okay.
I said that.
Yeah.
So, 6.
Maybe we can just argue with you in the comments.
It's fine. Do that.
Orleji, honestly, worst performance I've seen from him. Looked asleep. I mean, that mix up between Eddie and him at the start of the game that causes the goal. I don't really know whether you're putting blame on one or the other. Again, he grew into the game. Second half, I think a lot of the team improved, and he was one of those players that did improve, but still looked on edge, just didn't look as confident as we've seen him look, didn't look as good as he's been so far this year. So he also gets a 4 from me. Just looked a bit messy at times, and not what I come to expect from him. Didn't make me feel like we were going to do something. Some nice dribbles occasionally, but he even there's one point where he got the ball forward and he could have just kept going. I think it was it Yazbek gave the ball to him? Someone gave the ball to him. He was on the halfway line and he sort of just, I'll go back. And actually we could have done with him having those runs that he does at Julius Park and that sort of stuff.
I felt like he didn't have the confidence that he's had in the games previously to make, because in other games he would have made those decisions, but for some reason in this one it was just, I don't know, messy. He didn't do it.
Yeah. Lobez?
I don't even remember him playing, if I'm being
so what's he get score-wise then?
Like 2, 3, maybe, to be honest. I just think the defensive line today did not work well together. They didn't. The transition to kind of the mid and up front was poor. He
did look very slow in those times. I mean, we could have done with someone with a bit more pace. He was struggling to outrun Wheel as he was running forward, and he's not even got the ball. So it's a tough one to really say. He delivered a cross or two that was decent, and he did do a couple of good tackles, but
I don't think you can praise people for that when that's their job, right? That's your job role as the defender.
Didn't see a ton from him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move into midfield. I'm going to do Eddie. He was bad today. That goal is his fault, pretty much. Poor concentration in the first couple of minutes of the game. He then spends the whole first half not controlling the pace of the game. He's been given that responsibility alongside Corker, and he doesn't do it. Yeah. He looks a bit lost without Yazbek in there, and he's meant to be the player that's above Corker. And honestly, I think Corker looked more solid and more like he had his head screwed on when he was doing it. Chasing after the ball the whole game. Yazbek gives the ball and goes and makes space. Eddie gives the ball and then runs after the ball. Just completely unhelpful, to be honest with you.
He spent too long today running around.
Yeah.
But for not a lot of reason.
And running to the players and leaving a load of space behind him.
Yeah.
You can see on the TV there's loads of space, and there's 3 of them then, just this little tiny triangle alongside 4 of them. And it's just, you're in a little rondo rather than make the space and allow make the pitch big. Yeah, Eddie gets a 3 from me as well. Okay. Can you do Corcoran?
Yeah. I think you kind of alluded to it there. Corcoran looked more composed than Eddie in that area, but together I felt that they weren't able to communicate they weren't passing accurately to each other. They weren't kind of driving, defenders away to give another space to move through. Their distribution wide didn't really work today. Yeah. So he played better than Tagseth, but so I feel maybe a 5.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. He was really annoyed about it. I like that he was annoyed. I like that he was annoyed when he came off and he knew he didn't play that great. So I'm with that. Moyo, I'm going to give a 6. I actually thought he was one of the players that looked like he could do something on the ball. I was actually one of the players that looked composed when he got the ball. He looked like he was doing something with it. His technical thing lets him down occasionally. That's always been the case with him. But he does look like he's really trying hard on the ball. He did actually get the ball and managed to make something happen in channels at times. So he has a 6 from me. It wasn't an amazing performance. It wasn't something that I'd sort of write home about. But it was better than a lot of the players on the field. Yep. So
agree with that.
Gets that. Can you do? We then got Hani.
Okay.
Who do you want to do?
Nobody.
Espinoza.
Yeah, no, I'll do Han. Yeah.
Do Espinoza.
Sure. I don't know. I mean, he was on that right-hand side. The crosses weren't coming in. That networking kind of ball transition with Hani and with Sam didn't really occur today.
There wasn't really in the game.
There was nothing really going on. There were and there were a couple of opportunities, I think, in the first half where they were in front of the keeper and trying to make some sort of play, and he was nowhere to be found in that scenario. Yeah. He was just kind of out on the wing somewhere.
Slow with the ball, slow to make a cross when he needed to make a cross, slow to take a shot when he needed to take the shot.
Yeah, too many touches.
Just felt like he was behind everything in the game, and I felt like he only appeared in the middle third of the game and then disappeared again, and he was substituted, and I thought, well, really, you're taking him off because he's got quality, but honestly, he didn't really show that today. Maybe. So what number are you giving him?
4.
4, fair enough.
You want to do Hani? Do you want to do Sam?
I'll do Hani. I think he was alright today. I think he actually played better than a lot of the players. He came deep and got the ball, made something happen, had some good control at times, which we didn't see from anybody else in the team.
Sure.
And so, good free kick. Probably should have scored that if it wasn't for that keeper. Good saves.
Yeah, good effort there.
So, I'm going to give him, I'd also give him a 6. Yeah, I think he was more compelling. I'd say he's more compelling than Schweike, to be honest with you, as a choice for man of the match from our side. Because I do think he was one of the only players in the first half in particular that could actually start to make something happen with the ball. He won a lot of fouls.
Yeah.
And that, I think actually we benefited from that. And we managed to get some control of the game when we had those fouls, had them on the back foot. He won a lot of those today. I'm surprised I want more cards, to be honest with you, in this game.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets a 6 from me. Maybe even verged on a 7, but it's probably too high. Let's go for a 6.
I think 6, yeah.
6. Okay, Sam. I thought Sam was quite good. So.
Okay, well, you go ahead, because I don't...
I thought he was...
I'd be interested to hear what you have to say.
He was the other player that I thought was alright out of our team. Schweike, Hani, Sam, for me, were the only players that did anything useful. He has that good shot in the first half. He also won a good amount of balls in the air. Didn't really have the support after he won the initial ball. Also wasn't great with the kicking sometimes from Brian at the back. So occasionally missed, a couple of them. But I think that was more the delivery than his effort. He was trying to win the ball out wide and make things happen and spread it around. I did think he ran the defence reasonably well, and I also thought he attacked with some kind of vigour. Wasn't a great performance, but way less anonymous than that Inter Miami performance a few weeks ago, for instance. So yeah, maybe not what you want. Maybe didn't get the finish, maybe didn't get the goal. But I'm going to give him a 6, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. I agree with you. I think I personally just don't feel that he played with that finesse and that kind of positive energy that we see a lot of him playing with usually, but I also agree that I think that those balls that he didn't get when they were kind of kicked from Schwacke weren't actually his fault. That was because the delivery wasn't accurate enough or not in the right spot, and he didn't have the support of Espinosa today to get those crosses in, to get those header opportunities. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it didn't really work.
Yeah.
John Yazbek. He comes on as our first sub alongside Madrigal.
He did, and we talked about this during the game, he did come in and bring the composure to the midfield that was really lacking when it was Eddie and Corcoran together.
He made space, I think, is the more important thing.
And I don't know whether that's because it's a testament to his, I don't want to say authority, but kind of the way he's able to bring composure in that area and potentially just work with the younger players. He feels like he's the older brother that's kind of trying to, like, hey, you know, let me do, like, mentorship.
Even though he's only 24.
Yeah, but he does. He kind of gives that kind of authoritative figure of, let me shadow you and mentor you while we're on the pitch. And people just work really, and like kind of work really well. I don't know. That's what I kind of see when he comes on. So you're right. I think he made space. He got the ball and he moved it on very well. We saw that happen a few times when it came into him and then it went straight back out wide again, or it went down. It kind of, there was movement.
Yeah, what are you giving him?
I think I have to degrade Palacios to a 6 so that I can give him a 7.
You give him a 7, are you?
Yeah. Why are you going to give him an 8?
No.
No.
No one gets an 8, I don't think.
Too kind.
No, it's alright. I mean, we didn't do anything particularly clinical or finish anything or give an assist, really, did he? So that's what players are getting 7s for and games for. But he does change the game for us. He makes us play better. So like, kind of.
I think that's maybe why I say that, because it's not. If we compare it to other games, then maybe not. But actually, when we think about in terms of this game and what he brought to this game, that's why I think I would give him a slightly higher number.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, he definitely changed the game and plays better, and it's just kind of the passive movement that he has, and he's willing to go beyond the line. And Eddie did do that at the start of the season, but he just looked scared to do it today. And that's why they couldn't press, because they've got to follow the man. When we're all just sat in a little, they can keep pressing and they don't really have to worry about it. Okay, cool. I'm going to do Madrigal. Okay. Madrigal gets a 5 from me. A good intensity. I like the intensity. I like the desire.
Yeah.
I like they got stuck in a little bit, but snatched at chances, honestly. Snatched at a lot of chances. Yeah. I thought he could have done a little bit better with some of them. I think he was trying too hard to make something happen. That he actually took opportunities away from other players. Pasillas probably could have had a better header than he did. Sam could have had a better chance than he did, simply because he wanted to get on the end of the ball. I like that he wanted to get on the end of the ball. There's a balance of, hey, let's make the right decision for the right moment, versus just, I'm going to just panic and do what I can. So he gets a 5 from me. Okay, let's look at Kasim.
You're
about to say you didn't see him do anything, aren't you? Started on the right-hand side, drifted to the left at points. Gave a little bit, didn't give too much. Did some interplay with Sam at one point on the left-hand side when he came out that way a little bit. Nothing exceptional. He probably gets a 4 from me. Yeah. Pasillas came on.
Yeah.
Reed Baker-Whiting, actually.
You want me to do Reed?
Yeah, he came on a lot earlier than those guys.
Yeah, he did come on earlier.
Or about the same time as one of them, I think.
I think it was good timing that he came on. I think we needed something to change at the back. Yeah. To give that, I mean, at this point, just anything. It was sloppy, it was uncertain at the back. So just bringing on somebody that maybe could just influence the game a little bit. Different. Would have been, and something different would have been nice. He didn't do anything drastically wonderful. He kind of, I think he made a couple of mistakes too, didn't he? Quite like when he first came on.
Oh, there's one where he passed, but he just
like kicked it off,
clear it out, and he could just probably taken one step and beaten the man.
Yeah, didn't really do anything there, but he didn't do anything badly, and I think
Score?
It's just a 6. It's like a
I'd probably go 5. But
Okay,
I don't think that he's fine.
We could go for a 5.
He didn't really impact the game for me.
Yeah.
He didn't look right today. Just didn't look. I think there was a sense that everybody wasn't confident and nothing really changed when players came on. So, okay, cool. And then that leaves me Pasillas. I thought he looked really good in that he wanted it. He actually did try really hard and he wanted it. He made some tackles. He was sprinting back to make sure that we didn't concede. He was out in the right back position, making sure we didn't concede within a sort of 3 minutes of him coming on. So I was impressed by that. He also had a good couple of headers, good wins in the area. I think he had a point to prove today, and I think I'd like to see more of that. Sam and him together, actually, in a way, it's quite a lot of a handful to have those two up there as your 2 strikers to be facing. So I know you don't really want it because it's last minute of games, desperation time, but I do think he was better than I expected. I expected him to be fairly anonymous and do a bit of a Teal Bunbury kind of just try and win a header, and he was more than that.
Yeah, I would actually really love for him to come on earlier than he does. He came on at 88.5 or something like that, and like you said, he does have a point to prove, and I think it's great because he's so motivated that it doesn't matter how long you give him, he's going to push hard and just make the best of the situation, whether it's a minute or 10 minutes, and he probably got 10 in the end because we had 7 minutes of out of time. So I agree with you. I think it's really cool. I think he's going to do really well.
Yeah, there's people saying good things in the chat as well, the stream. I'd say he gets a 6 from me, just for the effort and the trying, and he didn't do as many fouls as Madrigal, and he had better, it's a little better. Yeah, I can give him a 6. I think I was impressed with that running back more than anything, just that covering. I think you're a striker and you decided you want to cover back.
Okay.
Cool, and then trying to do score for the referee.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was too much in there that was controversial today, particularly from my perspective. There's always, as a fan, as a player, you always think that sometimes they make the wrong decision, but there was no kind of bias. There was nothing, where, one team's getting everything and the other team's not. There was a call for some cards, which he didn't give. He probably could have given a few more yellows, in all honesty, for some of the play, but I think he just handled it well. So I think a 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
It's fine.
You do 7, and then I'm going to do BJ Callahan. I think he got it wrong today, not having Yazbek in there to start with. So he then had to play him with kind of the same intensity anyway.
Yeah.
We went so close to a first team that I think just play him.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he was there, he travelled. Just play the man. It's
and
not
you can take him off early.
Yeah, but it's not like he got a rest, It's not like he actually went and got a proper rest by not being there.
Yeah.
He just didn't get some game load, and the only game load he got in Australia was 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So he did some training, and he played for 8 minutes, or the end, whatever it was, probably 12 by the time you added the added time. I mean,
it didn't really make sense.
If he's there, he's on the bench.
And then you're going to bring him on anyway.
Yeah, you had to bring him on anyway. I was actually disappointed he didn't bring him on at half time either.
Yeah.
The team played a little bit better without him, but he made a massive difference. And I think ultimately it just showed that a lot of the concerns that I had in the the winter break. I'm so used to transfers being in the summer in the UK. The winter transfers just shows that we still need. I still want a more direct left back, whether that's I think Jordan Knight is the answer in a way. You just need to give him more time there. Sure. Someone to be more powerful and go that way. And Reed Baker-Whiting can be our main choice or whatever. Yeah. But we've got 2 different. One that's kind of technical and cuts inside, and is more of that. He did do a nice delivery actually, Reed Baker-Whiting at one point for a good cross. I think Pasillas got in on the end of that one. So that's some of that nice stuff. But we then have someone who can go outside with pace and energy and attack, which is kind of what Jordan Knight does. We saw it in the Ottawa game when he just bombs down and causes problems. So I would say I still want that. And then midfield, we really don't have another option to a Yazbek type player, a good box-to-box player that's got a bit more physicality. We also lose so much height when you got Corker and Eddie in there. Yeah. And they're quite a physical team, Chicago. That's kind of the only thing they do have going for them is their physicality, and we kind of lost that. They aren't very good at set pieces either. We didn't make any use of that because we had 2 people that are not particularly tall, and we kind of shrunk the team down. And I was calling for a Bauer, I was calling for some height at set pieces, and just play like that. And we didn't even do that. We didn't win set pieces, whatever. So BJ for me gets a 5. I think he did make the right calls when he made it eventually. Yeah. And I think the right people came on eventually. Maybe within a half, I probably would have switched him out. But other than that, I think it's about right. Maybe the Kasim call, I maybe not have made that one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. He didn't really add a ton to the game.
I'd have changed. He should have done something at halftime. For me, that was the biggest error.
I think we gave that away. Yeah.
We were 1-0 down. We didn't. I was really hoping we would get a goal going in before the break, and we didn't. And so really, something needed to change. They had no energy. They were down because they were losing, and that's not something that they've been familiar with this season, particularly is potentially losing games. And so there needed to just be something.
Yeah, I agree, and we didn't get that. I think we've kind of thrown that one away. Really, it wasn't enough of a rested team. I'd rather we did what we did against Columbus Crew, just play a pretty much rested team, allow them to rest for Club America, and then bring them on. I think honestly the quality of that. I think we might have won if we'd done that. I think they would have focused more because I think they've got a chance to impress.
Opportunity to start,
And I don't think the Chicago Fire team are very good. I still don't think they're very good. Even just watch them beat us, I don't think they're very good.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see them do anything really. We just gave them a goal, and then I honestly think we would have won if we'd done that, and we chose not to. So yeah, he gets a 5. You never know really. You'd expect the guys to come out. It's not his fault they didn't turn up.
Nope.
And it was a lot of individual mistakes. It's not really his fault, but I do think when that happened, he didn't make enough changes.
No, he didn't manage it.
So there we go. That's our very disappointing sounding player ratings. Let us know what you think of our ratings.
How much you disagree with me.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know your ratings for everybody and your feeling overall after that game. And we've got to just get our heads up and move on to the Club America game. Big output from the fans for that home game. Big moment. And hopefully we see more. Hopefully this is a little bit of a kick to get these guys thinking about what they need to be doing if they want to go and win something this year and want to challenge, because we thrown away 3 points against Chicago there, and we really should not have done that. We could have. I saw somebody that we should have won that if we turned up, and we didn't turn up. So if you don't turn up, you're not going to win. So there we go. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to BIGTV if you want to see more Nashville SC fan content. Don't forget we're always doing streams on those away games. You can join us on TikTok. Trying to get them up running on YouTube as well. But we will see you in the next one.